Okay, welcome everybody to another Modern League. Going to be running some Boros energy through today. This list I've just sort of put together. I think there's a few flex slots in the deck, but it's mostly pretty stock. So obviously we've got the usual contenders of Pride, Guide, and Ajani. We are playing 4 Ragavan. I've been impressed with Ragavan in Jund, so going to be playing that. And then coupled with several bits of removal, Goblin Bombardment, which is proven to be really good, and then in the kind of 3 drop slot, I've gone for 4 Flage. Some people have been going to 3. I think the cards is really good. And then we've got some Fables and Seasoned Pyromancers. I'm playing 2 main deck Blood Moons as well. You're never above a free win, and Blood Moon is a way to get that. Sideboard got a few just bits and pieces against various decks. So Wrath of the Skies is just good against a lot of sort of things like Affinity, maybe the Mirror, any as a Saga deck. Got some land hate with Charmor and some Molten Rains. Some grindy matchup cards, Showdown of the Skulls, Surgical, just for those graveyard decks. So yeah, going to give this a go. Thought if you can't beat them, join them. Been having some problems with some of the mid-range strategies I've been playing, beating energy. So thought I'd give it a go, and I think it's often quite a good idea to play, a range of decks, even if you don't intend on playing it in the tournament. So you get a good view of how it works and what sort of things to look out for from the other side of the battlefield. So yeah, and I think this deck is definitely a contender for things I play as well. It is sort of my sort of wheelhouse. So I'm going to mulligan this 6-lander. This is much better. I think we'll just bottom the Surveil land, and we'll lead off with Fetch Shock Ragavan. Sacred Foundry, cast our Ragavan. Could go Guide of Souls into Ragavan, but turn 1 Ragavan on the play. Yeah, it's really what we want to be doing. It might get solituded, but then we'll take our 2 for 1. So this looks like probably black-white. Opponent puts 1 on top. Well, there's Najani, so if we get to connect here, we get to go. Opponent put 1 on top, but it might just be because they didn't. It's something bad to hit with Ragavan. Okay, Flicker Wisp. I mean, we could cast that. How much do we want to cast that? So we could go Flicker Wisp, exile our land, hold up a land. I think I'd rather just go Guide of Souls Ajani. Yeah, that's definitely better. Got loads of energy as well now to zap whatever problematic thing your opponent does. We can also target our own cat with Galvanic Discharge in order to save our Ajani from some sort of removal. Okay, opponent has Solitude. No Ephemerate though. Okay, Sacred Foundry is obviously pretty good. We could go for Flage here. So we go Shockland Flage, which would gain us energy in order to fly something. But I think I just want to attack in case they play Philia. And if Ragavan connects, we can still do that and hold up Discharge. Oh, it's Orcish Bowmasters. Yeah, that's not often that common. Okay, so they kill Ragavan. Okay, so how are they going to block? They'll probably double block the guide. So you do get punished by that. I thought it was going to be Philia. So we could... Okay, we'll let them go to block, see how they block. Okay, they do double block. So I could go discharge. I think I do want to just go discharge the Bowmasters. Deal it 1 damage. And that way we've got energy as well for next turn. Sycophantrian pass. We're at a healthy 19 life, but this matchup probably doesn't matter. They did use a Solitude. Another Guide of Souls. So if we go Guide, we go up. I think I'm just going to go attack with both. Yeah, let's go attack with... Actually, maybe just one for now. If they have another... No, if they have another Bowmaster, they can kill this anyway. I'm going to put the counters on the Guide of Souls itself. Okay. I wonder if I'm meant to keep Flage... Because next turn, if I go Guide here, gain energy, and then go Flage the turn after. But if we find a fetch land, we can actually Flage next turn. I think I just want to use my mana. Use the mana here, gain an energy, shoot them for 3, they go to 8. Next turn we can go Guide of Souls, gain another energy, fly these to attack for 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it would be lethal. It is lethal now they've fetched. See what the opponent does with their Surveil. They do put one on top. See what they have. Okay, Overlord. Okay, so they are going to get... Okay, they're probably going to get back Orcish Bowmasters. But we're still able to attack for 5. Oh, they can get back Solitude, actually. Yeah, they get back Solitude. Then they flicker the Overlord. We're still at 21 life though. It's looking less and less good here. Okay, they find Ketramos, Emperor Bones. They're probably going to take back the Bowmasters. They choose Ketramos. Okay, so they have Ketramos and Solitude. Well, there's a Bombardment, which is interesting. Let's go Guide of Souls first. Okay, they push a Guide of Souls. We'll play out the Bombardment. So we can't quite jump the cat. Maybe we should have played Bombardment first. We're going to be fully on the burn them out plan. I suppose they can solitude their own overlord. I think this matchup's probably quite difficult. Ooh, Boggart Trawler. Yeah, that's pretty good. I want to draw Seasoned Pyromancer now, really. Okay, they mill, Flicker Wisp. So they still have... Yeah, they take Flicker Wisp. They do have Solitude available. Take the 5 here. Not played against this deck for a while. It was huge for a time. Okay, Arena of Glory, not really the one we want. Yeah, I think we can just move on to the next game. Like they can at any point just solitude one of their creatures to gain life, so the burn plan isn't really going to be a thing. Okay, I think we'll bring in the showdowns, the purge. Is that it? And then cut. Things like Static Prison aren't great. Blood Moon's not great either. I don't think. Maybe Blood Moon's okay. Raven Charm destroys target enchantment or is removal. I think we'll keep that in. Maybe trim. Maybe take the Blood Moons out. And one Static Prison, because Static Prison's a little bit awkward against their disenchant effects. What are they bringing in? Probably things like Wrath of the Skies. Could consider Orim's Chant, but I don't think so. Let's try this. This hand is pretty slow. Is that, do we really want to play the grindy game against them? I think we can do better. This doesn't have any plays on turn 1 or 2. Well, it's got a discharge, I suppose. I think we can do better. I mean, this is kind of better, but it doesn't have any white mana. So we'd have to hit in with Ragavan. Opponent skip 7. I think I'm going to keep and probably end up regretting it, but let's get rid of Pride. Ragavan. I think on the... Yeah, I don't know. I think against the grindy deck going down to 5 when they might still have Thoughtseize in as well. Shocking in is bad for us. Yeah. It's going to get pushed and then we're going to be sad. Yeah. Well, we'll just play the land. Maybe should have mulliganed again. So now we want, like one of our best draws is something like Seasoned Pyromancer. White land or Seasoned Pyromancer or Fable of the Mirror Breaker would be great. Well, there we go. I wonder if they've got another push. 6 cards in hand. They do have another push, but it does mean we can discard. They could have Bowmasters, which is a little bit awkward. Okay, Ketramos, sure. So there's a land. So let's discard. It might actually be these. Maybe we don't discard anything now. I think I want to discard maybe just this, because we're going to have to purge this. Would you rather have cat or guide? Maybe we keep both. No, let's get rid of one. Well, Flage is pretty good. So grab a planes. I'm just going to purge this right now. Don't want them drawing loads of cards. Okay, they have another Catramos. Another guide. I think I'm just going to go Flage. Because then next turn we can potentially go Guide of Souls, copy Guide of Souls. Opponent can't attack at the moment. Well, Relic's a very good draw. Relic of Regenitus doing a reasonable Ancestral Recall impression here. Putting up to 7 cards in hand. Depends what they have. Okay, Overlord. They have Flicker Wisp and stuff. If they attack, we can go Guide of Souls, copy Guide of Souls. I wouldn't be too surprised to see this eat a Solitude, but they do that in their turn, I would think. Yeah. We're just getting run over now. Real drumming. Maybe I should try that. I've played this deck before. Did enjoy it. That is actually a really good draw. We'll keep playing because we've drawn that. Can play until the end of your next turn. So I guess we play the Heath. Play out some stuff. Guide. Now that is, you know, pretty good. So next turn we can go potentially play guide. Try and Galvanic Discharge the Overlord. They do get Solitude back, which is a bit of a problem. So they return to their hand. Okay, they get Solitude. We've got another Overlord as well. Hopefully they haven't got Ephemerate in hand. Just going to try and dump our hand here. Goblin Bombardment's not too bad. So we go Goblin Bombardment. Play that first. Okay, they evoke Solitude. Okay. Play the Elegant Parlor. Discharge to the graveyard, I think. Guide. Guide. We haven't actually got enough energy to kill the Overlord, though. I suppose we could Overlord and then sack this to kill it. I think we have to do that. Put a counter on the one we've already got a counter on. I mean, this is probably a losing battle, but don't know what could we find. Like Spyro is a very good draw. It's a hard cast. Oh, Witch Enchanter. Okay. Kill the bombardment makes sense. Three cards in hand for the opponent. They have to, I mean, for us to have any chance, they kind of all need to be lands. We need to top deck Spyro into something. I don't think we've got many more things that can kill Ketramos. Okay, I'm just gonna call it a day. That felt pretty rough, actually. Don't think we could have done much differently, but yeah, let's play round 2. Right, on the play here. Yeah, I guess that last one maybe should have mulliganed down a bit lower. On the play, I'm going to keep this. I'm just going to... It is a lot of lands, but the upside of just being able to go turn 1 Guide, turn 2 Pride. It's pretty big. Sometimes you can just steamroll them like this. Possibly not against the Dark Slick Shores, though. Blood Moon is interesting. Let's attack first. Because the opponent's probably going to push anyway. We'll top that one. Opponent fairly incentivized to kill this low, and now we've drawn some decent stuff. Okay, they play a frog. Do we go Blood Moon? Or I think I'm going to go Blood Moon. Potentially turns them off counterspell. Unless they just play basic island from hand. They put 2 on the bottom. Also turns off their removal. Hallowed Fountain, so it's Esper Frog. So Blood Moon probably better here. Don't know if they'll attack. They probably want to draw cards, but if they attack, we get to make some tokens. Yeah, not too surprised they don't attack there. Okay, so let's go land, Fable. Let's resolve. I think I'm just going to go Ocelot Pride. Number 2. We could attack now, because then we'd make a cat. I think I'd rather not. So I mean, sometimes Blood Moon's just really, really good. Okay, no attacks with the frog. Ragavan. So we could just go we're definitely discarding this. We could just go dash the Ragavan, attack with everything. I think that's fine. Yeah, let's go dash. We have the City's Blessing. We can now just attack with everything. See what the opponent wants to block, if anything. Okay, they block a Pride. And then we're going to play the Fable, because then with the City's Blessing we get to make more tokens. I think we get to make another treasure as well. God, I'm glad Modo's going to work this out for us. Yep, loads of treasures. And yeah, we're kind of just going off here. Blood Moon's just pulled an absolute blinder there. Okay, so Esper Frog we think, so Purge is probably good. Again, possibly want Showdowns, maybe Orim's Chant. Thraben Charm, do we think they're on Murktide? They may just be splashing white for pest control. Galvanic Discharge isn't amazing here. Maybe just trim a couple of those, a couple of these. I like Purge against Frog, Spyro and stuff are good. Do we want Thraben Chart? Maybe just bring in one Showdown. Let's try that. Well, this is kind of, it's a similar vibe to the last hand, but we'll see the other way around where we've got only one land. But if we draw another one, sounds obviously very, very good. Gonna fetch Shock. Guide of Souls. No Fatal Push. Tameo. Only one land from the opponent. Okay, no no land for us unfortunately either, but get to do our thing. Make a cat, make an energy. Preordains. Might be able to flip a Tameo if okay, top bottom if I'm Watery Grave. I could preordain again and flip Tameo, then we can probably kill it. Probably just going to play another Pride here. Because this, just trying to guarantee that we get some damage in. Attack with everything. Yeah, let's. I'm going to put some counters on. I don't think they have Fatal Push. I'm going to put the counters on the Pride because then it stands up to. Okay, they do have Push. They didn't play it turn one, so they must have drawn it. Yep, we just keep making energy, making cats. Another preordain. It's fine. Obviously we're pretty invested in trying to draw a land. Opponent goes top bottom. They do attack, so they could flip Tameo here, but we're kind of okay with that, especially if we draw a land. Okay, don't really want that. I guess I'm attacking. If they have Bowmasters, it's a bit awkward. Deal them some damage. Let's play another Guide of Souls. Fortunately, drawing a lot of our 1-drops here. Gain some life. Make some cats, gain some more life, gain some energy. Okay, they go for Hallowed Fountain. They'll probably draw a card here. Okay. Doing fairly well for ourselves considering we were only on 1 land, and we do have another Guide of Souls to play. Opponent does have 6 cards now. They might, if they Toxic Deluge us, it's probably over. Given the choice now, I think we'll put the tokens on a cat. Sorry, the counters. And we do want to play Guide of Souls pre-combat now because it'll give us 2 energy and it'll let us yeah, it'll let us do 2 counters. Okay, opponent does have pest control, so now we really need, okay, we finally find our land. Let's just play a Ajani, I think. Basic Plains, Ajani. Maybe should have seen Spell Snare, but uses our mana the best. We kind of just want to draw lands forever now. Yep, that's a good one. So we land. I'm just going to start playing Fables. Like, we have a lot of 3-drops in hand. This probably just eats a counterspell or a force. Yep. Pest Control did deal with their Tameo as well. Okay, let's go Guide of Souls. Now we can go Guide of Souls dash Ragavan. Make a thing. I don't think we want to use our energy here. Oh, no. Do you have to put it on attacking creature? You do. They're Bowmasters. They do. So that's a little bit rough. But yeah, another reason we didn't really want to use up our okay, that pushes well. This time we're probably going for Flage. Fable into Orcish Bowmaster isn't the best, and it gives us the possibility that we can arena it. Although the opponent may be sitting on Surgical. How much does that matter? I think I'm going to go for it. I think it's better than just running because we kind of want the Fable to resolve. Kill the Bowmasters. They may also have Cling to Dust. That is something they usually run. It's possible we were meant to just shoot them, but discharge. I think I'm just going to play the other Flage. Before they can surgical, just use it as a lightning helix. Put the opponent to 7. Galvanic Discharge is able to go up to 8, so good for if the opponent plays Murktide. Okay, so the fact that they've waited this long implies they're holding up Counterspell. They've either, yeah, because they drew the island for turn, so we can be pretty sure they have Counterspell in hand. So if we draw a land, we'll probably go Fable. We are at 31. We could haste Flage. We could go Fable and then... Oh no, we have to... Okay, so go land. Let's go... I'm going to go for a Fable. Okay, that resolves. So I'm pretty sure they have Counterspell. See what they do in their turn. If they go for another Murktide and put counts on it, obviously we have to go for this. I wonder if I meant to go for that anyway. Probably not. Being at 31 life is obviously very helpful. We can also discard some cards to Fable. There's a... Right, now Frog... Because they can exile cards to make the Murktide bigger. I think I just want to discharge now. Because otherwise they can go fly the frog, exile all these preordains and stuff. Another discharge is actually reasonably good. I'm going to get rid of the bombardment, I think. Oh, I wonder if we're meant to haste the Flage. Don't think so. Maybe. Make a treasure. Okay, they block. I guess we zap it now. Discharge actually coming in more handy than I gave it credit for. Okay, they discard a load of cards. It's going to be a 5, so we'll pay all of our energy, deal it 3 damage, because there's also the Goblin Shaman. I think the opponent may have just forgotten about that. And then I'm just going to go Flage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Counterspell. Yeah. That's fine. I think the opponent just missed. I think they just forgot. Okay, yeah, this game's over. Like, I think they forgot that the Shaman would deal Murktide deal Frog some damage. I think that matchup. So we've had 2 kind of polarizing matchups. I think Black-White is probably really bad. Although, albeit I played it fairly badly. And I think from talking to Murktide players, that matchup is really good for Boros. So see what we come up against next. Right, we're on the draw here. I think this is a mulligan. Like if we draw something like a Johnny, it's very good, but if our pride gets killed, yeah, I think I'm just going to mulligan this one. I think we can do better. Like this is a lot better. Let's keep, and I'm going to just bottom one of the flooded strands. Just going like Ragavan into Johnny into Flage. Looks like it might be the mirror. Okay, Guide of Souls, good into our... we'll just go Mountain Ragavan. Depends what they do here, because we've drawn the Thraben Charm. Hopefully they don't have a guide. Sorry, an Ocelot Pride. Although Johnny is also bad. Another guide. Please no pride. Okay, they have a Ragavan as well. So they can attack here. If they don't... Yeah, okay, they pay the energy. Fair enough. I'm just going to go for a basic plains. We could attack. They'll block with Ragavan probably. I'm just going to play a Johnny and pass, I think. Want to keep the Ragavan around if we can because it's a red permanent for a Johnny. I suppose Flage is awkward. Okay, Fable. Fable's good. They can attack again. We might even Flage our own cat here. Well, that's a good draw. So let's go. I guess this attack is probably free. Yeah, there's no way they block there. So now we just go, I think we could destroy this. I think I'm just going to go bombardment though. So sack a cat, kill the Ragavan. Flip a Johnny. A Johnny 0. I guess this... We do lose the Ajani to this. But I'm going to kill the Pride. Maybe I should have actually domed the flying one. This is okay. We killed 2 of their creatures. Maybe I should have played Flage, but I don't think so. They discard a Seasoned Pyromancer. Arena of Glory. If they attack with everything... If we get to block, I probably will block. Okay, so they attack us. I think I'm just going to trade the cat here. This implies they don't have a creature, potentially. Okay, so we'll do that. Trade for the goblin. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. We'd love to draw something like a... Ooh. Okay, that's pretty good. Depends what they have here. And okay, so with the pride, I think I have to kill that, which flips the Ajani. I think. Otherwise they make a cat and just go absolutely crazy with it. So I think I have to do that. But then I think we let the trigger go on the stack. But then we have to kill it. Oh, that didn't work the way I thought it did. Okay, but at least they don't get the Ajani trigger, which means we can kill that. Guide of Souls. Yes, we're interested in that. Because then we can go Arena of Glory, Guide of Souls, Flage. This. And then I'm just going to kill the Ajani. And then sacrifice the bombardment to kill a cat. Gain some life. So yeah, that whole scenario, we could have killed the pride, but then they would have got to shoot our stuff with a Ajani. I think it was better to let them have these cats. So it depends what the opponent's drawn. Because if we get to go Flage with haste, that's very good. You know, Flage, haste, and we could fly it as well. No, we wouldn't have enough energy to do that. Right, opponents, looks like they're going to combat. They do attack with everything. They've got 9 energy, so they could put some counters here. I'm going to block. So taking 5, let's block here. Just going for getting maximum damage in. Don't know what they have extra. They have 1 card in hand. They can make Pyromancer tokens, but everything kind of pales in comparison to our... Oh, actually, we need a... Oh, so if we don't draw a fetch land, I think we just sacrifice Guide of Souls so that we can adjust, so it can Flage. It's weird, but I think that's the play here. Just go kill this, sack here. Because I didn't realize we didn't quite have enough cards in the graveyard. So I think this is better than the alternative. Opponent could have Galvanic Discharge. I am just going to shoot the Reflection. Yeah, Galvanic Discharge would make sense, actually. Well, they don't. So, yeah, we'll attack, and I'm just going to... Yes. Kill as much stuff off their board as we can. Oh, they can make Pyromancer tokens. We go to 14. They can attack back for quite a lot though. They don't. Okay, that makes sense. So they're attacking back for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But we do have, yeah, we are still gaining now 3 life every turn. Opponent surveils. We don't want to see a Flage hit the bin here. Okay, Ragavan into the graveyard. Okay, they play Fable. So we're going to play Fable. Well, yeah, I think it's just Fable. And then just keep mowing down their stuff. Do the Parlor. Yeah, we'll graveyard that one. Right, so they can jump this again and hit us. They can actually hit us for 10 here. No, it's 9. So we should. We can't block, so attack for 6. Maybe I should have killed the guide last time, but then they could have started copying stuff, which doesn't seem ideal. Okay, so and then I'm just going to play the Fable. So here we have to go block one of these and then sack it to kill the other one. We are in danger here. Opponent gets to look at the top 2 and essentially choose the best. Don't really want them to keep it because that implies they have something great. Okay, they do keep it. Dead to Flage, dead to another guide. Oh, I guess they can put counters on another 1, 7. Oh, but we sacrifice in response. Let's see what they do. Where are they putting them? Okay, so they're putting them on itself. One red mana, dead to Galvanic Discharge, I think. Yeah, dead to Galvanic Discharge. Not quite, actually. So we have to go kill this, sack here. Then we have to sacrifice the Flage. Okay, so that's now 9. So we get to live on 1 life. We get to look at the best 2 cards though. We have Static Prison that could get rid of this potentially. Ocelot Pride is no good. So just discard both of these. Okay. Yeah, I think we could do there. This Guide of Souls ended up being a 9/10. Did I have an opportunity to kill that? I think I did. Maybe probably should have done that. Shows the power of Guide of Souls. So the Mirror. Celestial Purge, I guess, is good into Flage. I think I want Surgical. Thraben Charm is okay. We take out the Blood Moons, bring in a Showdown. I guess Purge actually... yeah, we do want Purge, because it deals with the other side of a Johnny and bombardment. Do you want the other? I think we do want the other showdown. Charm is okay. Maybe it's not that great. Trim that. Trim a prison for that. Let's try that. Right, yep, be on the play. So one lander. I think we have to mulligan this. We could look for a second land, but no, we'll mulligan. This is better. Just put one of the discharges back. Let's lead off on Pride. Then we get to potentially discharge their turn 1. Depends if they have a removal spell, I guess. Static Prison. Okay. I think I'm just going to use my mana here and put out the bombardment. I guess that's bad if they go exactly Guide Pride. Although if they go Guide Pride, we get to go Flage. Okay, Showdown's nice. So let's just go Heath. Do we get another basic? Don't think so. We'll just Flage down their Guide of Souls. And we get to sacrifice the Flage. Let's deal them 1 damage. Pass the turn. Okay, they dash a Ragavan. See what they hit. They hit an Elegant Parlor. Wouldn't have minded drawing that. They don't have another land potentially. They do have to give us back our Ocelot Pride next turn, because they don't have an energy. Okay, so we just have to pass. There's nothing to Galvanic Discharge, so they give us back our Pride. So able to block the Ragavan profitably. What is this? 4 mana. That could be... Okay. That makes sense. So they're just going to go kill this. So we get to do the same again. Then they're going to cast the Ragavan and we'll discharge it. They do have a Flage in the graveyard now, which is obviously not ideal. Kill that. They can't haste it though. Bit surprised they did that. Okay, I think we have to go for this. Can't afford to just sit on this showdown forever. There you go. Do you want to cast the Pride? We do now have a Flage available. So I think I would act. Let's say they go Flage, kill our thing. Would we rather have Pride? If they Flage next turn, we can then Flage. I think I'd rather Surveil, because if we find a land, we might be able to go. Like Pride into Flage. Save this for when we've gained some life. Oh, they have another Arena of Glory. We can also look for Arena. Our opponent goes Guide of Souls. They're going to Guide of Souls, then Flage? If they do, we'll probably shoot the Guide of Souls. They haven't hasted though, which is surprising. Okay. So they're going to shoot things, and then I'm going to just... Oh, they just shoot us. Okay. A little bit surprised at that. I guess the opponent might be playing around us having Galvanic Discharge. Surveil. So now we can go Pride. Yeah, I'm going to top that, because now we get to go Pride, Flage, mow down their Flage. So we can actually attack with Spyro here. Attack with Spyro. If they block with Flage, it's the same. Because we're going to be sacking this anyway. Free couple of points of damage. So then we go land, Pride, Flage. Flage, deal Flage damage. It's taken 3 damage, so then 4 damage, 5 damage, and then would we rather have the cat? I think I'm gonna then wait to make the cat and then ping it for the last point. We have the city's blessing as well, which is really nice. No, oh, I really need to start doing that, because we should have looked at that, because not sacrificing the Pyromancer there kept our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that got us exactly City's blessing, so should have considered that as well. Let me just resubmit. Flage was key there. Right, really good hand here. Get to go... I don't know. Depends what they do, what we lead with. Surgical is good to have. Okay, they have a Ragavan. So I think I would rather play out our Ragavan. Yeah. Because essentially all we're interested in doing is trading here. Yeah. Okay, opponent doesn't do anything. So think here I'm going to fetch Shock. I think I'm just going to play Bombardment, because then next turn we can potentially go Ajani and they can't kill it in response, whereas if we just slam the Ajani here and they Galvanic Discharge the Ajani, we lose it. Fetch Shock because we want double red. We don't mind them going Flage here. In fact, we'd love it to be Flage. Fable, okay. So we'd really like a land. Okay, we do find a land. So let's go land. Now I'll fetch a basic. Go guide. Ajani. Do some stuff. Sacrifice here. Shoot them. Pitch the cat. Flip the Ajani. Zero the Ajani. Make a thing. Gain some energy. Kill the shaman. I guess we can now Flage. So there is a point here where if they discard Flage and then play an untapped land, we can't surgical it first. They do discard Flage. Please no untapped land. Okay, good. It's a fetch. If that had been an untapped land, we don't get priority, so we have to do this now. Okay, no Flages in hand, but we'll exile that one, that one, that one, that one. They've brought in Wear Tears, Thraben Charm. They have a surgical as well. Nothing else of note. And then their hand is Discharge, Bombardment, Pyromancer, Prison. So the hand's pretty good. They're able to go kill our Ajani. But I mean, our hand's pretty good as well. They can go discharge the Ajani. Okay, there's Bombardment. Guess I want to get maximum use out of there. I wonder if I'll go Prison. And what will they static prison? Okay, they static prison the Bombardment. I think I'm just going to go Pyromancer though. Never been able to cast that. Okay, we do draw some good ones again though. Let's go to combat. I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna put the counters on the guide similar to how they did last time, because this makes it more less susceptible to being hit by goblin bombardment stuff. Okay, they have a Fable, a Reflection even. Ooh, Ajani's very good. They can now flip if they want, but then they still can't kill Guide of Souls. So that's not. I suppose they could go ping here, 3 damage, flip Ajani. No, that still doesn't work either. They're at 8 life as well. Okay, we find a pride. So second guide is actually really nice because we can have potentially... Okay, so let's see what they do. So that gains us more energy. We can potentially attack for even more because we get 2 Guide of Souls triggers. So that is actually lethal. There's probably a way they can do something, but just attacking with everything. 2 triggers. So let's go. I'm going to put it on the... Okay, so yeah. So I guess we can just put it on here. But we want to give stuff flying, really. Opponent has to sacrifice both things. So sack, kill this. I think that's, yeah, I think it's just lethal. We drew really quite well there at the end. Plus we have the cats making more and more tokens. We're at loads of life. Don't think there's any way out of this for the opponent. We obviously want to put the counters on 2 toughness things where we can. But because of this, well, they can't block and then sack either. We kill a cat. Okay, so that's 7 damage. Okay, yeah, and then we can just put it... We actually just put it on the same thing again now, because then they can't ping them down. So, yeah. We get the win there. Surgical was really, really good. Lucky to have that in our opener. But yeah, let's move to round 4. Right, we're on the draw here. We have a 1 lander. I'm going to mulligan, be strict. This is, yeah, a lot better. Put back 1 Ragavan. See what the opponent leads with. Just got a balanced hand now. Big fan of Season Pyromancer. Okay, we're against Belcher. Good one to be on the Ragavan turn 1. Yeah, we're still gonna play Ragavan turn 1, I think. Like if they go for if they go for a creature, we'll probably... Oh! Okay. It's not Belcher. Play this. Attack here. Ragavan connects. There's his tower. Okay, so I'm just going to use all my mana here. Let's just get guide. Ajani. Looks like he's going to hit some sort of counter spell. Condescend, so it's old sort of mono blue Tron. I wonder if we're meant to go Ajani first, although we do have the second Ajani. Opponent goes 2 on the bottom. Well, lucky we exiled that tower from the top of their deck. Okay, land. So going Ajani here doesn't flip this. Sorry, doesn't give us enough energy to... I suppose we could have gone Spyro. Okay. 'Kay, I think now we just go Ajani, play around the Condescend. or like another condescend. Then we can hold up Thraben Charm. To kill the cat to save a Ajani. Sure, I think that's probably fine. If they find like Null Drifter would trigger Ugin's Binding here and be really good. So we draw. I'll land. I think I'm just going to go land. I think we'll haste. Cast this. Might of course eat a counter spell. Could have waited for Ragavan to hit, I suppose. Okay, counter on this, we pay 3. I suppose Thraben Charm actually can stop Ugin's Binding, which isn't too bad. They go one top, one bottom. We do have a Ragavan to connect, hit though. Okay. We damage. Okay, another land. Yeah, that makes sense. So we can surveil now. Opponent misses a land. Fetch. Grab a parlor. 1, 2. We don't need that one. I was gonna say because we can Pyromancer from the graveyard. 2, 3, 4. We'd be attacking for 5, 6. But it's lethal next turn without spending our mana, so might as well spend. I suppose we could have static prisoned for no value. Actually, that was probably, yeah, I should have done that. What have I got here? Could be like Shark Typhoon or something, but we do have an answer to the shark. So opponent, so they're going scry and draw, exile this, which makes sense. But they've done it with Guide of Souls on the stack. So I wonder if I'm meant to. So I could go. Yeah, I'm going to do it actually. Let's just make these. Gain some energy. Yeah. And we'll put the counters on. Does it matter? Like, this is obviously bad into Ugin's Binding. Like if they go Tron land 7-drop. Yeah, that does do it. But they do have to evoke. And then we get to go play everything again. Wonder if they're on the main deck can sign. Okay, they play a map. Still no land though. So land's actually pretty good here. So we get to go land, static prison, the map, because we don't want them doing that. Guide of Souls. Let's haste the Ajani. Oh, yeah, I guess hasting isn't too bad. Oh, especially because we can do Guide of Souls things. Because you're actually attacking for 3 here. Yep, 3 damage. Opponent's on 4. There are 3, well, we assume 3 towers left in the deck. Our opponent's cast a stock up and concede. Okay, so they never found the requisite lands. So I guess we probably want land destruction style effects. Static Prison's probably less good. I think Galvanic Discharge can go. I think we want everything else. Blood Moon, yes. Wear Tear is not bad. Static Prison does just an answer to anything is good. Thraben Charm is probably not that great. Bring in a Wear Tear. They are on counterspell, so Orim's Charm probably isn't a bad idea. Well, no, I think that's not really the game we want to be playing. Let's bring in a Wear Tear. Maybe Thraben Charm against... No, I think this is fine. See how we get on. Yeah, we'll keep this. Lead off with... don't know. Probably Ragavan. Okay, map. Do we go Static Prison the map? No, not now. Because if we connect with Ragavan, might be able to turn to Molten Rain them. See if how much the opponent wants to crack their map here. Pyroclasm. Okay. So now we're just going to go... I'm going to grab a basic. It's Molten Rain, target their land. If they condescend, they lose the ability to crack the map. Okay, so we do in fact just... that just resolves. They get a power plant. We dome them for 2 as well. Play the power plant. If they have another map, we'll just tear it. Or where? Where's the artifact one? Okay. Let's go to combat. Condescend. Okay, well, we'll play Guide of Souls. We can condescend a counterspell, which is quite something. Play a land. I want to be able to wear, potentially. We're condescending anything here. Okay, can't condescend that, obviously. I guess Steam Vents. Maybe we weren't meant to play Guide of Souls, but... Okay. So I can have Tron next turn. Let's surveil. Obviously looking for more land destruction. I think I'm just going to... I'm going to graveyard that one. We're really looking for Blood Moon, Molten Rain. Okay, no such luck. Maybe I should have kept the Pride. Another Pyroclasm. I guess we just go Elegant Parlor. Bombardment. Probably another one to the graveyard. Haven't got enough creatures for that. Opponent goes and gets Tron. Let's see what they have. Could be Ugin, I suppose. Okay, it's Null Drifter. That's fine though, because we can Static Prison that one. And we don't actually mind too much about Annihilator. Okay, so let's go Static Prison. They could counter the trigger if they brought in Consign. Go Pride. See what they do here. Could have Dismember. Subtlety. Okay. Do we think that? I think I'm going to bottom that. I think we just have we have better draws. Like Seasoned Pyromancer. Like it's good there because we would have got to deal 2 more damage as well. Okay, let's play a land and pass. Opponent Island cycles again, so we know 2 of the cards in their hand. Island and Steam Vents. We've gone through 2 of their Pyroclasms. They might be a Karn deck, so it's good to have answers to artifacts. Surprised they cycled the Lore and Reveal, because they could have shocked in. Okay, another stock up. They could have shocked in Steam Vents and drawn 3, but I guess, yeah, I guess that's that is an extra 2 damage. Okay, so they still have 5 mana. If they play another Tron piece, which they don't, they play the Island. Okay. So they're not dead, but we are getting to the stage where we could cast something huge from the top of their library. Let's go and get another. So we draw. Oh, come on. Yep. Let's go straight to combat. Looks like we're getting in for 3. Engineered explosives. We haven't seen anything that we can cast that for. We can actually cast it for 5 if we want. I don't think we want to cast that, so we'll just leave it in exile. The only thing I could see doing it on would be something like 4 for subtlety, if they want to hard cast a subtlety. Maybe that would have been good. Okay, that's actually a lot worse for us here than the new Ugin. Able to wrath our board. Each permanent that's 1 or more colours. Okay. see if... I don't think there's anything that gets us out of this now. We've kind of drawn a lot of lands as well. Yeah, okay. So I don't think we want to change anything. The wear tear kind of wasn't that great, so I think I'll cut that. Maybe an Orim's Chant is fine. Could consider a surgical for Tron pieces, but yeah, I think that's fine. Just go with that. I mean, discharge, they are running Null Drifter, but turn to a Johnny. It's not great. I think I'm going to mulligan this. This is obviously better. What are we putting back? I think it's just Flage, although we do have Arena of Glory to go with our Flage. I think it's just Flage for now. It's not that impactful until we can... I'm gonna graveyard that one. We're really looking for more lands. Maybe we should have kept that. Okay, another Arena is good. Let's just go with Johnny. They've played a non-Tron piece, so we might actually need to pass stuff this turn rather than play the Molten Rain. I think I'm... Okay. Okay, Spyro's good. Let's go Arena. So we could go Molten Rain or we could go Fable. I think I'm just going to go Fable. Turn 3 Fable on the play. They might condescend it. Okay. But they would have condescended whatever we played there. Maybe should have kept the Static Prison, but Blood Moon's a bit awkward now as well, of course. Okay, so now we have to go for... Okay, we like that one. Let's attack. Question is, do we go Blood Moon or do we go Molten Rain? I think it's just Blood Moon. Although that allows them to get... Blood Moon allows them to go and get an island and potentially keep going. I think I'm just going to Molten Rain here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Just put some... Yeah, turn behind on Tron. They'll go and get the same one. Probably... I should have probably gone after... Yeah, I should have gone after the power plant there. That was... I just clicked too quick. You want to go after power plants so that they have to tap tower to go and find Tron. Okay, draw Flade. Go for an attack here. They're at 12. Okay, Ugin's binding, so we do just get to resolve Blood Moon. Let's have Force, of course. So they are able to go and get an island with Lauren Revealed, or they could, of course, draw one. They probably play quite a few. They also have Expedition Map, so they're not locked out, but it definitely helps. No lands at all. What could we find? I guess I want a Pyromancer first. Yeah, we'll just go Pyromancer. They could Subtlety, in which case we'll just put it on top. Yeah, okay. Straight on top. Hit them for 1. I guess they cast the Binding because they were taking too much damage. They could have Pyroclasm as well. We did see Pyroclasm. I suppose they could also find Bolt or something. Okay, we'll discard our 2 cards. Well, another Pyromancer is nice. Always happy to draw that. Blood Moon, again, putting in some excellent work. Could be E on 0. Okay, that's fine. They could have Pyroclasm as well. Plains is very nice because we can cast Flage now. I guess I'm just going to go straight to combat. Okay. Right, so they could Pyroclasm, which saves them, so I think we just go land Flage, because that plays better around Pyroclasm, and against if they have some sort of graveyard hate. And it potentially uses more of our mana. You know, Spyro might use some if we rip some stuff we can play. Okay, yeah, so Blood Moon again, putting in an excellent shift. So yeah, we are 3-1, just losing to black-white, but we've conquered the Mirror, Blue Tron, and Murktide. Let's play round number 5. Right, easy keep here. We get to go Guide into Pride. Well, that's always a very strong start. We have some other supporting roles as well. Looks like it could be the Mirror. Arid Mesa usually, yeah. Okay, so we've got another Mirror to slog through. Okay, they play Ragavan, so I'm actually going to lead off with... I think we're going to just lead off with Pride here, because it blocks Ragavan nicely. Okay, Guide of Souls. Ooh, no land though. So yeah, they can't attack. Okay. So this is really good. So we get to go Plains, Guide of Souls, Ocelot Pride, gain a life, go to end step, gain 2 more life, gain a load of energy, gain a load of cats. Next turn we can go Ajani. And this is what Boros can sometimes do, and this is one of the draws to the deck, I suppose. Like, we have a very good mid-range plan, and sometimes... Oh, they're playing Voice of Victory. Okay. Sometimes we can just spam out all the all this stuff. I'm tempted to Blood Moon, never casting... but I think we just want to Ajani. Let's go Ajani. We might even get the City's Blessing here. Yeah, so it's going to make so many cats. And we get to attack as well. Yeah, shove with this cat. We don't have a red permanent at the moment. But I guess actually attacking with this one is... no, we don't want to do that. We can attack here. Yeah. Put some counters here. There's no way they block here. If they do, we just put a counter on all of our cats. Yeah. So, and that was our turn 3. In our end step, we were going to make... we got 2 prides, so we make 2 cats, copy them, 4 cats, and we make 2 lots. I think we make another 6 cats, gain 6 life, and yeah, this is one of the draws to the deck. We just had the absolute busted start there. So what do we want to do? So surgical, because they're probably running Flage. Purge. Could consider a showdown. I don't think we want Wrath of the Skies in the mirror. Could cut Ragavan on, I think, yeah, I'm going to trim a Ragavan on the draw. Maybe no, I like Thraven Charm. Oh, cut Blood Moons. Wear Tear. Maybe we keep Ragavan. That's 60. So Wear Tear hits Bombardment, Fable, Prison. But I don't think that's worth it. I think I'm just going to submit that. Right, so we have 1 land, double pride. I'm going to mulligan, I think. This is better. Maybe bottom of Flage for now. I'm pretty sure they are going to be on Flage, and as we saw in the last one, having access to Surgical on their Flage is just huge. Okay, they Surveil. Draw. Ooh, Pride. Okay, so let's fetch Shock. And just lead on Guide of Souls. Because then next turn we probably just go Pride. Opponent plays a Flooded Strand. I suppose they could have a Discharge or something. Could have a Jarny as well. Ghost Vacuum. Okay. Don't think we mind too much about that. Don't know, might Purge. Let's just get some damage in. Because as soon as we play the Pride, they're gonna shock here. We could Bombardment, but I think I just want a Pride. Yeah, Discharge. Okay. Oh, I suppose actually with Vacuum out, they can save their Flage. If we go for Surgical, definitely glad I put Flage on the bottom. Okay, Arena of Glory, Guide of Souls of their own. Okay, and an Ajani. So we could do finding a land. We want to go land Fable. Okay, that's good. So go land. There's no way we could attack. What if we attack? But the trouble is if we attack and they block with Guide of Souls. It's going to play out Fable. Opponent's got 2 cards in hand. Purge is very nice as we are able to... Ajani is red on the other side. Something I know, I know. Apparently this little dot is what means red. That's how you tell it's red. And it says if you have another, if you control a red permanent other than Ajani, but it's quite difficult to know that that is actually red, I think. Okay, opponent plays a Pride, which is very good. But we do have Bombardment in hand. They can attack as well. Okay, so they're not attacking with this. So I think we're ditching at least the Surgical. Unless they play Flage here, obviously. But with Ghost Vacuum being able to... okay. So they've got this going now. Okay, we find a Ajani, which is nice. Yes, so we'll discard Surgical. I think we want to keep the rest. Okay, so opponent's got 1 card in hand. Let's go land, Goblin Bombardment. Probably go for a Ajani here. So now we have the City's Blessing. So we want to gain life really. So if we attack, it depends how they block. Because we haven't actually gained any life yet is the problem. So let's go, do you want to attack with this? I think so. Because what I want to do ideally is first strike something. I suppose they could block here. Yeah. But that's fine because it flips our Ajani for free. Okay, we're fine with all of this. I suppose I could shoot this with the cat to keep our goblin alive. But I think this is alright. Okay. See if they flip their Ajani. They do. Hopefully they don't have Galvanic. Kill that. They don't have a red, a permanent though. I could plus. This is a bit of an issue actually, because Guide of Souls is just going to kill our Ajani. I guess what I actually have to do is go 0. So this would deal 2 damage here, then we'd have to sacrifice both. Then they go plus. I guess we just go, or we could just kill the Ajani. Yeah, I think I'm just going to kill the Ajani. I don't think we can save our Ajani. Keep the purge. Well, purge though, I guess. Don't know. That was not convinced about that sequencing. Maybe I should have plussed. I plussed a 5, but a counter on some this cat. But I feel like I don't know, I feel like we're almost ahead, but I don't know. They're gonna, if they go for putting a counter on the cat, I'll probably sack to kill it. So let's see where they put the counters. Yeah, putting it on itself. I don't think I want to block. I think we want to take 2 damage at this point. Because if they play a Pride, we need to be able to shoot it down. Okay, Bombardment. Hopefully the last card is not a Ajani. Static Prison. Okay. They hit our one. I think that's okay. I'm a bit surprised they don't take Fable, but it's not a good draw. Okay, so that's fine. Let's go land. Right, so how much damage are we taking? I think I'm going to surveil now. 5, 6, 7. Because if we hit Flage, if we just manage to high roll it, we can Flage with haste. And they can't respond with Ghost Vacuum. That doesn't work either. Bombardment into the graveyard. So, yeah, they can't quite do that. So, what do we think? Oh, actually, we do have to block. Oh, no. So if I attack... There's no point in attacking, though. I think I need to purge now. Because otherwise they can go attack with everything and then ping us to death. Okay, they get rid of our cat. Okay. See what they draw. See what they do. Obviously we're dead in couple turns, so we need to find, what can we find? Okay, opponent plays a land. They are getting close to just activating this Ghost Vacuum. Okay. Yeah, Ghost Vacuum was an interesting one. We didn't see Flage from the opponent, but we did see Arena of Glory. They must have it in their deck. In the face of Ghost Vacuum, I wonder about Wear Tear, or do we want Showdown? I think I kind of want to trim a Bombardment. Trim one of those. Bring in we could bring in a Wrath. No, I think we'll just do that. Thraben Charm is good because it's just quite flexible. I'm going to trim a static prison. Try that. Don't know, maybe I meant to do that the other way around. Do that on the play. Okay, sure. We'll keep this because we can go Ocelot Pride, and then if they play if they don't remove it, we can remove their creatures. Just try and ride the Pride to victory. Because if they just play an Ocelot Pride or a Guide of Souls, we can just zap it. They need some specific pieces of removal, which it looks like they may have. Hopefully it's just Ragavan. Okay. It's obviously a little bit rough. They do play basic mountain though. I'm just going to go Elegant Parlor. Graveyard that. We now have enough lands. So we've got a very controlling hand. Okay, opponent has lots of red mana. They could dash a Ragavan. Okay, they play Bombardment. We find more lands. I wonder if I'm meant to... No, I don't think we're meant to... Don't think we're meant to discharge that. Opponent, okay, they do have white mana now. Let's see what they go for. Fable. So they'll sack it in response so we don't gain any energy. Do we want... Question is, do we want to static prison that? Yuck. Kind of. We don't want to give it them back. I think I am going to static prison it. I need to use some mana here. Okay, they surveil. Slot Pride. They haven't gained any life, so we don't have to worry about too much. Let's surveil. Yep, we want that one. And then we'll go for the discharge, I think. Yeah, use our mana efficiently. And then we have drawn a showdown. So yep, we want to pay an energy. Let's play out our Arena of Glory and then go for this. I suppose we shouldn't have actually played out a land. I think I'm actually going to wait on all this. Like we can play a discharge. And when we when we cast spells next turn, we get to put counters on stuff. Opponent also plays Showdown. They hit Pride, Fable, Flooded Strand. Bit of a mess, the battlefield here. So I'm just going to use our mana. Actually, are we using the mana here? Because we can go Guide, Pride, and then start putting loads of counters on. Although actually, we don't want them... No, this is fine. Okay. Because we can go Guide, then go Discharge the Cat. They can't kill our Guide with Bombardment, so then we can, yeah, just get a load of counters. The only bad thing is if we draw something like a Johnny or like another big spell. Okay. No. So let's play the Arid Mesa. Oh, okay. So yeah, we have to pay some energy. Arid Mesa. We've got no more Surveil lands. We can go Guide of Souls. Discharge here. They are going to play loads of cats. But we're going to make a load of cats this turn as well. They're going to sack that to deal us a damage. Play the cat. Gain loads of energy. Make a load of cats. Really want to find a spell now. Because the opponent can go Pride, Fable. Make loads of... I can't haste them, fortunately. But at least we have enough now to pay for our Static Prison. Question is, do we want to pay for Static Prison? The answer is yes. Wrath of the Skies. So the opponent did bring in Wrath of the Skies. Unfortunately, we get absolutely destroyed by it here. And that probably loses us the game unless we draw, I guess, exactly Flage. Don't know, let me know what you think about Wrath of the Skies in the mirror. I mean, it was very, very good there. And yeah, I mean, probably game winning there. If we draw exactly Flage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we do have enough for Flage. I'll probably concede if we don't find something very good here. That does count as good. So let's go... Do we go Mesa? Thin our deck even more. Yes. Okay, Pyromancer. Draw 2. Purge is okay, but we can't purge the Pride, which is a problem. Wonder if I meant to purge one of these Fables. Yeah, I probably will look to bring in Wrath of the Skies in the mirror. Okay, opponent puts Flage into the bin, and they do have Arena of Glory. I think we can just... Well, they're going to play Flage with haste. We'll purge it. Yeah, okay. I think we're done here. Yeah, okay, so that Wrath of the Skies was just brutal, but, you know, live and learn. I probably will bring it in the future, because it would have been a good out there, potentially. But, yeah, overall, I think the deck's really good. You know, we saw there, you have some of these busted starts where you're able to just overwhelm the opponent by turn 3. And it does grind well, you know, Showdown the Scolds and Flage and stuff are really good. So, yeah, let me know what you thought, if you spotted anything we could have done better. It was surprisingly, yeah, I don't know, Boros gets a bit of a reputation as being sort of draw the cards, play the cards, but I think there was a fair number of decisions there. So let me know if you would have made any different decisions, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.